Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a review of Streets of Rage, the first one, and came out in 1991 for the Sega Genesis. It was also ported to like Master System, Game Gear, etc. I'm going to be playing it via the Steam Sega Master System collection type thing. But anyway, if you never played this one, I definitely recommend picking it up through Wii or Steam or whatever. But I've said it before and I've said it again, I love beat 'em up, so I'm going to review this one. For the first Streets of Rage game I actually played with Streets of Rage 2, which a friend brought over, and we basically borrowed it from him for a while. And I ended up loving, Streets of Rage 2. It's still one of my top favorite games of all time. This game I didn't even end up playing until like probably a few years ago. I got it for the Genesis, and I have it for the Steam Virtual Console thing. But this one is very similar. You can see how they built Streets of Rage 2 off of this one, but this one's not as polished and awesome as Streets of Rage 2 for obvious reasons. Some noticeable differences from Part 2 and this one. Obviously the rocket car. If you get in trouble, press A and your friend's in a police car with a bazooka or a rocket, whatever it is. They'll just come and save you. You only have a limited amount. But they definitely help out when you need it. The move list is a lot less limited. In Streets of Rage 2, for example, forward B, I think it is, will do a special thing. There's more grapples in Streets of Rage 2, and in this game there's no specials except for the rocket car, but the rocket car kicks ass, and probably should have been in the second one, just for the hell of it. Here you can see me fighting the first boss. This one's not too bad. As the game goes on, the bosses get a little bit more ridiculous and just pisses you off. But this one is not so bad. But every time I play this game, I'm just like, why is this boomerang just so massive? But yeah, you can see me beating him up. Yeah, you can kind of see the patterns of, like, I've always noticed in beat-em-up games where they'll try to hit you in the back, pretty much most of the beat-em-up games were built that way, so if you're looking at them, they'll run away. If you turn your back, they'll start coming to you. So I usually try to build strategy around that. But I mean, you don't need too much strategy. It's a beat-em-up, you just punch people in the face. But sometimes it can get annoying, because you'll get stuck on the screen and be like, where the hell are they? And it's because they're hidden off screen, because you're looking at them. But, like I was saying, Streets of Rage 2 had, like, the AI with the enemies was a little bit better than this one. They weren't as annoying. The characters didn't, run away, like, as soon as you start, trying to attack them, so. This one, Streets of Rage 1, can get a little bit annoying, at times. Yeah, you'll notice in this game, a lot of the enemies, if you've played the second one with the third one, a lot of them are the same, basically the same thing. There's a lot of enemies, like these guys with axes that are juggling axes for some reason. The guys that are juggling fire that you don't really see in I don't think you ever seen the second one, and I don't think they're in the third either. But they're really annoying, and they piss me off. And I can see why they're not in the other games. And here we're gonna have a look at the second boss, which is pretty much Sabretooth from the X-Men. He's kind of crazy. He's not too annoying, but he's definitely up there on my annoying list of Streets of Rage characters. Yeah, here's a guy you'll recognize from the second one if you've ever played. Pretty much Ultimate Warrior, coming back. Coming from WWF or WWE, whatever they call it now, to kick your ass in Streets of Rage. I always hated this guy in Streets of Rage 2, and I hate him just the same in this one. He's such a little bastard. I'll punch him in the nuts. Now, as you may know, it's pretty much required that every girl in a beat-em-up game has to carry a whip and dress like a dominatrix. Streets of Rage 1 is no exception. It's quite the infestation of dominatrix, so watch out. Have your police car ready to blast them. I know this is a common thing among games, but I swear Sega does it more than anybody else. Where you'll beat bosses, then you'll get to a level, and you'll have to beat the same damn bosses all over again. And it really makes me mad, especially when you get to this point, and you lose, I don't know how many lives I always lose, but you lose a crap load of lives just trying to beat these guys all over again. And then you fight these crazy twins who are freaking insane, and they are the bane of my existence. I pretty much always, I can't find a good strategy for beating them up, and this is why I go insane and pretty much just die and have to use my rocket car at all times to beat them. Alright, so I'm not going to go through the whole game because I just get my ass kicked here by this big fat bastard who shoots fire and getting pissed off. So I'm going to end the video and, you know, recommend definitely picking up. I mean, it's available through Xbox now, Wii Virtual Console, Steam, and if you still have your Sega Genesis or Master System, you can get it through that too. I think there's one or two more levels after this that pretty much drive me nuts, so I'll let you discover that for yourself.